The question of how much water a person really needs is deceptively complex. You've probably heard the advice that everyone should drink 8 glasses a day, but this simple rule is more of a guideline than a scientific mandate. The truth is that fluid needs vary dramatically between individuals depending on age, body size, activity level, diet, climate, and health status. Your body does not require rigidly measured glasses. Rather, it signals a need for water through thirst, changes in urine concentration, and physiological feedback mechanisms. In essence, your body asks for sips, not floods. The origin of the 8 glasses recommendation is somewhat historical, tracing back nearly a century. Early nutrition guides suggested roughly 2 liters per day, including fluids from food and beverages. Modern research shows that total daily water intake is more accurately understood as a combination of water obtained from liquids and the water naturally contained in foods, especially fruits, vegetables, soups, and other high water content items. For many adults, about 20 to 30% of daily hydration comes from food, which means that drinking 2 liters of water alone may overshoot or undershoot your actual needs, depending on your diet. Physiologists typically measure water requirements based on body weight. A common recommendation is roughly 30 to 35 milliliters of water per kilogram of body weight per day. For a 70 kilograms adult, that translates to approximately 2.1 to 2.45 liters per day from beverages, supplemented by water-rich foods. However, this number must be adjusted for environmental conditions. High heat or humidity, high altitudes, or intense physical activity can double or even triple fluid loss due to sweating and respiration. Illnesses that involve fever, vomiting, or diarrhea further increase daily requirements. Conversely, sedentary adults living in temperate climates may need less. The body communicates its water needs in multiple ways. Thirst is the most immediate and reliable signal, triggered when plasma osmolality rises or blood volume falls. Urine color provides another practical indicator. A pale, straw-like hue signals adequate hydration, while darker amber indicates a deficit. For athletes, sweat rate measured via pre- and post-activity body weight changes gives precise feedback on how much fluid is being lost and should be replaced. Over time, paying attention to these signals allows a person to calibrate daily fluid intake to their specific lifestyle and environment. Drinking too little water can lead to mild or chronic dehydration, affecting cognitive function, digestion, circulation, and temperature regulation. Mild dehydration reduces alertness, short-term memory, and even mood, while chronic low-level dehydration can contribute to kidney stones, urinary tract infections, and impaired thermoregulation. On the other hand, overhydration is rare in healthy adults but possible, especially during prolonged endurance events, leading to hyponatremia if excessive plain water dilutes plasma sodium. This illustrates why fluid intake should respond to bodily signals and situational needs rather than rigid rules. For most people, the practical approach is to combine a moderate, steady intake of water throughout the day with attention to thirst cues and urine color. A morning glass of water, a small drink with each meal, and sips between meals are usually sufficient for routine hydration. During exercise, hot weather, or illness, increasing intake in line with sweat loss or fluid depletion is essential. Water-rich foods like cucumbers, watermelon, oranges, and broths act as supplementary reservoirs, making hydration more effortless. The story of hydration, then, is not one of consuming gallons on a strict schedule, but of listening to your body, respecting its daily rhythms, and responding with consistent, measured sips, allowing it to operate efficiently without stress or excess. In conclusion, how much water do you really need is less about counting glasses and more about developing an awareness of your body's unique signals, combining fluid intake from beverages and foods, and adjusting for activity, climate, and health. By shifting focus from rigid prescriptions to responsive, individualized hydration, you give your body exactly what it wants, enough to function optimally without flooding or neglect.